Pause the video now, guys, and try this A-level maths question for a tricky binomial expansion, okay, up to the term x squared, okay, from the June 2022, okay, A-level maths B MEI past paper, okay, H640/01, pure maths and mechanics, and it's a 2-hour paper, okay. Question number 4, and it's worth 4 marks, yeah, and it's a tricky binomial expansion question, okay, using an appropriate expansion to show that for sufficiently small values of x, 1 minus x over 2 plus x all squared is approximately 1/4 minus a half x plus 7/16 x squared. So step 1, guys, write it in index form. We're going to have 1 minus x multiplied by 2 plus x to the power of minus 2. Okay, the negative, remember, does the reciprocal. The negative means 1 over. Okay, I'm now going to factor out a 2 to the minus 2. So I'm going to have 2 to the minus 2. Okay, 1 minus x. Okay, and then I'm going to have close brackets and then open brackets. 1 plus a half x. Okay, to the power of minus 2. Now, normally we would then do the binomial expansion, okay, but if you look here, okay, I can get these 3 terms by expanding this double bracket here, okay, so 2 to the minus 2 is 1 over 2 squared here, that'll be a quarter. We're going to have a quarter lots of, okay, 1 minus x, okay, times 1 plus a half x, okay, to the minus 2, okay. Now, just for the sake of ease here, we'll do the expansion here for this part here, but you can just expand, okay, these 2 brackets here, if I'm not mistaken, because you get 1 times 1, which is 1, then you got a half x minus x, so that'll give you the minus half x there, and you have the minus half x squared, okay, and obviously the quarter gets times by that, okay, so you'd have minus a half x squared. So these 2 terms are fine, but this one, I think it requires you like 1 more term. Because if you do that, actually, you get minus a half x squared. But then if you times that by a quarter, okay, it will give you minus an eighth. But they've got it as minus, sorry, they have it as positive, yeah, positive 7/16. So we have to actually expand this here, okay, in full, okay. So my bad there, guys. I apologize for confusing you there, okay. But again, just expand this for the first few terms. It's 1 plus nx, so it'd be 1 minus x, and then I'm going to have plus n minus 1 over 2 factorial times x squared, or times a half x all squared, okay, in this case. So 2 factorial would be 2, because 2 factorial means 2 times 1, and then times by a half x squared. And then we'll put the dot, dot, dot there. Plus dot, dot, dot. Okay, this will simplify to start be minus a half, minus a quarter, minus an eighth. And then times that by that. That will actually end up being, so let's have a look here. So we got minus a half times my half, that would be minus a quarter, minus an eighth, and then times that by a quarter x squared. So you got 1 over 32, or minus 1/32, okay, x squared. So this is all going to simplify to minus 1 over 32 x squared plus dot dot dot. Now I'm not going further, okay, for obvious reasons, okay, because remember I'm just going to be expanding, okay. So let's now obviously expand this. We're now going to have a quarter brackets 1 minus x, and then times this part here. The problem is though, we don't need the cubic term, so I'm just trying to figure out where the 7/16 comes from. Okay, so we got 1 minus x minus 1 over 32 x squared, okay, minus x plus x squared, and then that one we don't need because we don't need the oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I've lost track of my working. Plus dot dot dot. Okay, remember that this is all being multiplied by a quarter at the end. Okay, so let's obviously collect like terms. So let's write that as 32. Okay, so what would that be? That will be minus 1 plus 32. That'll be 31. Have I made a mistake, guys? I'm just double checking. 1 minus x minus 1 over 32 x squared minus x plus x squared. That term we don't need because it becomes a cubic term, and that is no longer relevant because the expansion goes to x squared. So plus dot dot dot. Now I'm going to have a quarter lot of all this. So collect like terms. I have a quarter 1 minus x goes to minus 2x. But then here's the issue. We've got minus 1 over 32 plus 32 over 32, because obviously that's equal to 1. 32 minus 1 is going to be 31. Okay, x squared. But hang on a second, they've got a different number there. So that'll be a quarter. That'll be minus a half x. So these two terms are definitely right. But a quarter times this gives you 31 out of 128. Actually, I think that actually simplifies. You have 1 quarter minus 2 quarters, which is equal to a half. And then that'll be 128 if I'm not mistaken. Now, can I divide that by 31? Yes, I can. Yes, I can, because half of it is going to be. No, I can't. Half of it be 60. No, it won't be, then it'll be 32. Does 31 go into it? No, it doesn't. Six. What is 96 plus 31? Oh, we're just one off, guys. We're one off. It should be a 127 there. It should be. Nope. I think I've made a mistake, guys. Question is where? So 1 plus nx. So that'd be 1 minus 1x plus n brackets. We had a half times minus a half, and then times that by a half, because we're obviously divided by 2 factorial. That makes it minus 1/8, which is what I got there. And then we times it by a half x squared. Okay. So guys, for some reason, yeah, I can't actually spot my mistake. Okay. But that's what I get when I expand it, okay? unless I made a mistake here with the brackets. 1 minus x minus 1 over 32x squared minus x plus x squared. So remember, 1x squared will be 32 out of 32. So 32 32ths. Okay, because that makes 1. So you've got that, okay, minus 1 over 32. So that goes to, yeah. Okay, guys. What is 1 to 8 divided by 16? How many 16s? You've got 16, 32, 64, 128. So this should be 28. But for some reason I got 31. Oh, this is going to bug me now, guys. Sorry, this is going to bug me. N minus 1 over 2. So now that becomes minus an 8. So that is definitely right then. That is definitely right. Minus 1 over 32. Then why is my expansion saying otherwise? So it should be 28 here. So I've gone 3 more than I meant to. Minus 1 plus 32 is same as 32 minus 1. Oh, guys, this is going to bug me now. Okay, right. I'm leaving my answer as that. Okay. Double 31 is 62. Double 62 is 124. No, will be 4 out of the denominator there. So that's right. You've got a quarter. You've got minus a half there because that divides to a half. But then why is the x squared term not matching up there? It should be 28 here according to this. It's not matching up actually. But anyway, guys, we'll leave it for there, okay? Someone please obviously correct me in the comments. Okay, sorry for like messing this up again. I apologize. Okay. For those of you like that I think I was confident this year, I would have been given 3 marks for this, okay? So definitely 3 marks would have been awarded to me for this question, okay? But I have a suspicion that they might be wrong actually, okay? But anyway, someone let me know in the comments, guys. Okay, thanks for watching. Take care. All the best.